All right, Pop. I'm gonna give you some workout tips with jump bands, stretch bands, whatever you call them. All right, give you some exercises so you can do them at home. You and Mom can do them. All right, it's pretty simple. Obviously, a couple things. The thickness of the band is going to determine how much resistance that you get. A couple ways to change the resistance would be obviously to shorten the band. So when you pull, it's going to be longer. So if I kind of anchor it around my feet, right now you can't see it. All right, so my feet are about shoulder width apart. I can shorten the band a little bit by widening my stance. Now it makes it for a little bit more resistance, something like this. Okay. Also, you can put 1 foot on it. So if you need to go somewhere higher, and we're doing like a shoulder press, okay, so there's one, it's not as short, and the resistance isn't as tough, or we can go shoulder width apart again, and get lots of resistance, okay, get those elbows in. For certain exercises, like maybe squats, or if we did deadlifts or something, whatever bands like you get, you can double the bands up. Obviously, that's going to give you more resistance on stuff. On something like a shoulder press, you could tie it in the middle if you want. That'll shorten the band up. Try to get it about halfway. Now your band's shorter, so when you go into a bench press behind your back and you're pressing out, there's a little bit more resistance because your rubber band's shorter. You could wrap it around a pole like you guys have on the porch. Kind of like this. Let me get it. See if I can turn the camera without knocking it completely over. So I have my pole, so I can wrap it around the pole. I've got it wrapped around now. And now I can either step away. Now I got some rows I can do. I can step closer. It's gonna be a little easier. I step way far back from it. It's gonna make the resistance harder. Okay, you can also do it on something like a chest press or even like a chest fly. So you just want it here, step out, and I'll push away. All right. So some easy exercises, okay? We'll go with the bench press. Take it around your back, okay? Try to get it kind of under your shoulder blades, in your arms, and you're just gonna be like you're doing a regular bench press, or if you were on the ground doing a push-up, you're gonna push away, okay? You can go at different angles. If you go down here, it's a different angle on the chest. The tricky one, you want to make sure it's really under your shoulder blades. And you can press up a little bit, just a different angle. Get a little more shoulders. Okay. Some row activity. Let's see if I can pull you down here and show you. So for maybe like a bent over row, I'm gonna step on here and just be bent over just a little bit, and I'm gonna pull up, keeping the elbows nice and close into my body, squeeze it up at the top. I'll show you from the front view. Pull, pull, okay. Another option would be to get on the ground, feet straight out. Your feet are your anchor here. A little angled here. Feet are my anchor. I'll row it out. Okay. Now again, like I said earlier, widen your feet out a bit, and now that resistance is a little tougher. Just a little bit, or you can use a thicker band. Here, go higher, get a little more rear shoulders and upper back. Keep the elbows in nice and close. Get that back muscle. Let's see. For squats, step in the band. Okay. I like to kind of make the X with the band, so you just twist it, throw it up over your neck, a little wider than shoulder width apart. You're just gonna squat down and up. This one, you'll probably want to use a little thicker band than the one I have. Okay. Squats there, perfect. You can even actually, if the skinny band, this skinny band is too easy with it all the way around your shoulders, you can take the thicker band, which might be too hard around the shoulders if it's all that high, and what you would do is you're going to make an X out of it. I don't know if I can figure this out. An X out of it, step it in, and you're going to want to kind of wrap it around your waist. So the resistance is still in the squat, it's just going to be in your waist area more so. And actually what you can do, I'll show you. A little thicker band and not so stupid. Put it around your waist first, twist it, step one foot in there, step the next foot in there. Okay, now it's made the X here. It's up on your butt, you got the resistance, and you can do some squats with it. Put both bands around on your legs. Some deadlifts are just another kind of leg, hamstring, butt, overall great exercise. Do the same thing as we did on those rows, where you're going to step on both bands about shoulder width apart. Knees a little bent in the squat position. You're just going to stand up and back down. Up and back down. Push your butt back, then your knees bend. Go down to about the top of your shins, a little lower than a couple inches lower than your knees, and up. A great one to start off with is just take a single piece of the band about shoulder width apart, get it up about, I'll bring you up so you're a little higher here. Single band, arms are straight out. All right. You're gonna pull apart, keeping the arms straight, come right back in. So you're about shoulder width apart. Do those a couple times. Band pull aparts is what they're called. You want to do these almost every day. You get some rear, shoulders, and upper back, and it's really good for your posture and your shoulder issues. Okay. Shoulder exercise. Step. I'll show you the setup down here. Step on one of the band. Okay, put your arm in through. I'm just going to press up, straight overhead. All right, switch the other one, same deal. You can do it where you step in with both feet, or even one foot, whatever. Take both of them, get your elbows in there. The band's like almost across the top of your chest, right under your chin. You're just gonna press straight up with both hands. Both arms go straight up, straight down. I know you're concerned about the beach this year, so a nice curl setup. Same as that first setup, both feet are in there. or 1 foot, depending on resistance. Again, you got to kind of play with it, and you're just gonna do a curl. Up, down, up, down. Keeping that elbow pointed straight at the ground. It's going straight up and down. Okay, you can switch your hands over. So your palms are gonna be facing down, do the same curl. It's a little bit different area of your bicep that you're gonna be working. Another, I wouldn't do that. We'll not worry about that. Okay. Some tricep work. Again, you can anchor it onto something. Grab here, keep your elbows in by your side, and you're just gonna push it down. And I wouldn't anchor it necessarily on a doorknob unless you really tie it on there well. And I can show you how to do that actually. You just want to loop it through and make sure it's tight. Otherwise, it will pull off, and like any good rubber band will do, smack you in the face or somewhere else you don't want to be smacked. Those are just some of the basics that hit just about every body part, and they are easy to do, and you don't need to spend $500 on dumbbells or anything like that.